Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. This past weekend, the Alberta Party held our policy convention, and members voted in favour of a price on carbon as part of our overall electricity and climate strategy. The Alberta Party knows climate change is real and human caused, and we know that Alberta should take action. But the more we learn about this government's carbon tax, the more questions we have. To the Premier, are you committed to a 30% renewable generation rate, even if a different mix of gas and renewables would achieve similar carbon reductions at much lower cost to Albertans?
Honourable Minister of Environment and Parks.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the honourable member for the question. Certainly, we have set the 30% target because we believe that it is achievable, and it's a good mix between natural gas and various renewables that we know are very cost competitive, both wind and utility-scale solar. We are in the process of designing those programs right now in that competitive procurement process. We believe it's a good target because it plays on Alberta's strengths and ensures that we are open to all of that new renewable investment that is waiting to make those investments here in Alberta, Mr. Speaker.
First supplemental.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Now, as I've said, the Alberta Party believes in a carbon tax, but we're not sure that we can support this carbon tax without more detail. The role of Energy Efficiency Alberta is unknown, even though the budget allocates $645 million to this agency over 5 years. Again, to the Premier, what specific programs will be delivered to recycle revenue? Can Albertans expect a home renovation tax credit, low-emission vehicle rebates, incentives for geothermal energy, or something else, or nothing at all? When will we learn the details of this so-called revenue recycling?
Honourable Minister.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and it is a good question because it comes from an area of the House where there's an appreciation for diversification and also the science of climate change, Mr. Speaker. We will have more to say about the various programs that will be delivered through the Energy Efficiency Agency very soon, Mr. Speaker. We're going to ensure we conduct the right amount of consultation on this matter, the right level of conversation with Albertans of all kinds, both individual homeowners, but also small businesses, municipalities, Indigenous communities, and others, Mr. Speaker.
Second supplemental.
In other words, trust me, we'll let you know later. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to reiterate the Alberta Party, we believe in a carbon tax, but we're not sure we can support this carbon tax without more detail, so I'll try one more time. Investors are ready to commit now to renewable energy projects, but they're frustrated that the government's plans to date have been so short on details. There are literally billions of dollars on the sidelines waiting to be invested. To the Premier, when will investors know the details of your renewable energy plans so they can build the capacity we need and get people back to work?
Honourable Minister.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and it's a good question. It's a thoughtful question. We have said that the AESO is conducting its consultations on the large-scale renewable competitive procurement process. Those details will be available by fall. As we move forward on the energy efficiency and the community energy systems piece, Mr. Speaker, that part will be consulted over this summer and fall period, and those programs will be available by January 1st, 2017, Mr. Speaker.